What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Always Occupied Home and Product Reviews. In this review we have, I think, which is a Labor Day sale, but it could just be a regular instant savings. We have a Hunter fan, and I got this from Costco, $100. Now you may say, oh well, you can go to Lowe's and Home Depot and just get a Hunter fan for $100. You know, what's the big deal about the one in Costco? Well, I'm gonna tell you, if you can find me a 52-inch fan, now this is for large rooms, $100 with a remote, then drop it in the comments and I will check it out. Okay, now for the specs, on a high speed, this is 5,035 CFM. Now that's on high. On low is 1,581. We are going to get into the install. I don't know how long instant savings lasts when it comes to Costco and the other wholesale places. Of course, you know you have to do electrical work. If you are not comfortable with doing electrical work, call an electrician. If you don't call an electrician, and if you want to do some electrical work, buy yourself a book. Me, I have a Black & Decker book that I had for a little while from my father-in-law. It's a really big book that tells you everything about electrical. Now, you don't have to read the whole book, but you want to know the basics. There you go. And you also have YouTube, but beware, not everybody on YouTube knows electrical work. So some things you may want to get: electrical wire snippers from Cobalt, $8. All right. We also have a voltage tester and the outlet tester right here, and I have my construction Cobalt gloves. Y'all know I cannot find my razor blade again. First thing that comes in your face is the instructions, or user manual, whatever you want to call it. Light bulbs, 600 lumens. All right, now we have our cage for our lights, which I like this design. Some more stuff we gotta hook up. We have the best thing that comes with this package. We have the remote. We'll go over that later. And we have here, I don't know yet, but it's a lot of wiring going on right here. So of course you have your neutral, you have the negative, and we have two other wires that I do not know will get hooked up yet. So yes, I will be doing a lot of reading. All right, we have batteries, more hookups. Take that out. So right here you have your housing. That's where the two light bulbs go. All right, so we have the motor, and it has 3 wires. It has the neutral, we have the black wire, and we have our blue wire right here. Here we have the blades. All right, you guys, so I haven't done this in a while. We are going to go over the instructions, and we're going to go step by step. First thing on the paper, it says you need, one is a ladder, screwdriver, pliers, wire strippers. I already went over that with y'all. I have the wire strippers and stuff like that. And optional is a drill and a 9/64 drill bit. That's all on page 1. Now page 2 is where it lets you know everything that comes in the box. So page 3 is letting you know to be 7 feet in the air and 30 inches away from the walls. So we are perfect right there. Now you could do this on a standard mounting, like a flat surface, or you can do it in an angle mount. All right, you guys, so the first thing we have to do is install the ceiling bracket. Okay, you guys, so this is the bracket right here. This is the grounded to the metal, and this is the wood screws that comes with it. We already have screws up there, so we'll be okay. Like I told y'all, the safest thing you should do is just turn off the circuit breaker, and that's it. I hate doing electrical when it comes to fixtures, because sometimes they put flatheads and sometimes they put regular Phillips. Alright, you guys, we got both screws out. Now we're about to hook up the bracket. And the cool thing about this, it has little foam pads right here, so it don't damage your sheetrock. Alright. Okay, you guys, I think I'm pretty good. I got the cap flush with my drywall, so we're awesome right now. And this is very tight. So the next step is installing the down rod. Now, if you don't install that the bracket right, the fan could fall. And if you don't install the down rod right, the fan could fall. And also with installing the down rod, you will need the motor. Now, like I said, there's a warning symbol right here. Basically, this is the warning to let you know if you install this the wrong way, the fan could fall. It's a 4-headed screw right there. You are going to want to get pliers and unscrew this with pliers. I got them all on one side, feed it through. So you see how much wire they give you? They give you enough wire to play with. You want to hold your wires up too, so that way your wires don't twist around. It might be tight enough. Now, you take your nut here. You want to make sure that you tighten it with your pliers real tight. Okay? All right. So we got that. That is good. All right. Now, time for the next step. Okay, you guys, so the ground wire that's already pre-installed in the down rod, they say it's about 8 inches. I'm gonna cut it, our wire is about 10 inches, just to be safe. I always cut a little bit longer. All right, here we go. It's done. There's nothing else we can do. So you want to put the cover plate on first, and then you put it on top. All right, now when you're done all your pretty wires, you can cover it with the cover plate. Let's go ahead and put our wires together. All right, you guys, so this part is the brand new part for me. This is the wire, well, the remote receiver. Okay, so this is the receiver for our remote, and I have to know where the wires. So the yellow has to go on black. That's what it says here. The blue goes with the blue. White goes on white. Black goes on black. We are going to have a little bit of fun on this one. I will keep this close to me as a reference. Okay, you guys, so the next step is to put your cover plate on. And with that, it says use the 2 copper wires that's in there. Now, I know some of y'all going to get mad because these are not labeled. So we have to go with the flow. I see 2 in this bag, and those are the 2 I'm going to use. And that's how I'm going to go with the other bags. Screw it in. All right. Woo! That was a workout. All right, you guys. So next up is installing the fan blades. So right here we have the nuts, and right here we have the screws, and it says recommendation to use a screwdriver. You may use a screw gun, but if you use a screw gun, make sure you have the settings on low. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna take a blade out. Pretty cool, no scratches. On on the fan here, it says this side up. Well, it says it right there. All right, it says this side up. So that means the side goes up. Now what you have to do is put those, slide it right on in like that, so it could already be done. Now, like I said, if you're doing it by yourself, it may be a little bit hard. All right, all of them is tight. And just to let you know, I have the setting here on 2. You see that? Setting on 2. All right, off to the next step. Okay, you guys, so now we are going to the next step. We are ready to assemble the light kit. We are going to go ahead and put 2 screws into the housing. Put a screw on this side. All right, so it's just hanging on to those 2 screws right there. That's on the inside. Right now, I'm just going to tighten it so it could be safe and secured. Okay, so we are supposed to go ahead and put the connection on. So if you never installed a ceiling fan, it has this connection right here in the middle. Let me see if I can get y'all a little closer. Now on this connection, it has a A side, right? You want to put A with A, L with L. Make sure it snaps and connects, and we're all connected. The rest is history. So we gotta stuff everything back up here. We stuff everything back up. Okay, you guys, so after you stuff the wires in there, you have to put this plate and cover it to make it look pretty. You don't just want wires just hanging and dangling. They said these light bulbs will cost you 84 cents a year. Now, of course, that's due to your usage. The next step is to install the cage. All right, you guys, so I see some screw holes on the inside of here. What I'm going to do is put one on one side, one on the other. Go ahead and put the cage on. The cage has this slot right here, just like how we put everything else on. The housing, the motor, and everything. It has this little slot right here. What you do is you put your screw in, twist, and it should stay, and then you tighten your screw on this side. To install the batteries on the remote, we take the pretty plastic sticker cover off. My wife always keeps this on all her electronics. Oh goodness. And they give you Duracell batteries. Not too many companies give you name brand batteries. You have your housing right here. Okay, you guys, so we have everything installed. Now we are on the final step of this project. We need to turn our circuit breaker back on, and that will be it. So we're going to get into that, and then we'll get into the final review. Finally got this fan working. It took me almost 8 hours. Set your dimmer. You have to hold the light up here, the little light bulb. You got to hold it, and then put the arrow up. I'm holding the arrow right now, and it's getting brighter and brighter. Okay, I'm just showing you the brightness of it. Right now I have my camera setting on a higher brightness because obviously you can see it's pitch black. So just take my word for it. This thing gets really bright, and it also dims very low. Now that's on the different type of bulb you have. Maybe your bulb might shine a little bit brighter. Remember, this is only 600 lumens. I know some people use 800 lumens or whatever lumens you use. If you click the fan button, it will turn off. If you go down, it will turn the fan down. For some reason, you can't do that with the dimmer. you have to hold the light and then go up and down with the fan. I mean with the arrows. Now I think the fan is on the lowest setting. Okay, you guys, so that is the lowest setting on the fan. Now let me go under to see if I can actually feel anything. Okay, I actually feel a little bit. All right, now I'm going to bring it up to the highest. You can either hold it or you could just tap it, but I'll just hold it for this review. And this thing blows so hard that all of my papers and everything that was on the table fell to the ground. The reason why this took me so long is because I had to repair this remote and it took forever. You come over here, this is my single switch. All right, only one switch. This switch, if you shut it down, it will shut down the fan and the light at the same time. You'll see. Single switch off. Now both the fan and the light is going off right now. I'll put the single fan. I'll put the single switch back on. And there you go. Now, another cool thing about this product is if you have the dimmer all the way to where you have it set to, if you turn it off and on, it will go back on the same setting. So let me show you. Okay, you guys, so the fan is just about off. I'm ready to just go ahead and hit the switch so you can see everything comes back on. And there you go. So the dimming is the same, the fan is in the same mode. There's nothing more you can say about that. Let me go ahead and finish putting the beauty covers on and close off this review.